Episode 4.
Episode 4. Toby
Uh,
Fox, I love you. Please don't claim us. We had to do
We're
it last week.
trying to do video this time, but if this doesn't work, you're just going to be looking at a black screen right now, so get a Fortnite dance and chat for that.
That would be unfortunate, although I would like some videos of you Fortnite dancing, because that would make me laugh.
We don't have anybody to... Who came up with this idea?
Conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
I think it was me.
Oh, okay.
Although, I think it was a combination of me and Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Okay, so shout out Charles Entertainment Cheese
Thank you, Charles.
for helping with this
Very
idea. We're going to be talking about conspiracy theories today.
Yeah, or are we?
And we're just gonna be talking about them. I have a few. I have two like pretty good ones. One of them's pretty basic, and then I have one that I kind of made up myself, and then you have two.
I have one that I actually believe in personally and that I can talk a lot about, and then I have a second one that like makes sense, but it's not like insane, like, oh, whoa.
Okay. Let's start with your like really good one.
Really good one.
Yeah, I think we should start on a strong note, considering 90% of the people that watch this are actually gonna stop watching in like 10 minutes. So.
Okay. We don't be this bad, man. What accounts for 13%, but also No. So, TV, am I right?
Okay, yeah, TV,
Yeah.
yep.
What's one of the most popular things to watch on TV?
The Office or Friends.
How can I choose? Friends in the Office. I mean, I do have a personality, though. I do. I'm looking at you. I have a personality. I watch The Office.
Okay, now what's the answer that you're looking for here?
The news.
Oh,
People watch the news, right?
sure.
They do.
No one watches the news.
People watch the news.
Nobody, unless if you're under the age of 30 and you watch the news, you are dumb.
I'm gonna go home.
Okay, no, people,
people
watch the news. Yes,
And what's a very popular segment on the news to watch?
the weather.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, the weather.
Let's go. Oh, okay.
So my theory is that the weather section of the news, they have an agreement with the grocery stores that they will overhype the upcoming weather so people go in a panic and buy more groceries.
I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah. So, like, you know how many times, especially here in Connecticut where we get snow, like, they'll be like, oh, we're going to get a huge storm, and then it snows like 2 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that all the time, and they're like, oh, we dodged a bullet. But no. They got what they really wanted, which is our money. Because people go and buy bread and milk and stuff to stock up for
That's
this
not
huge
a bad
winter
idea,
storm.
actually.
I know. This is the one that I actually believe in.
Okay.
Your mic light is not on.
It's still working. Remember,
Okay.
It never turns on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So yeah, the weather station will overhype the weather so that people will spend more money at grocery stores.
How do you think that the weather station has any benefit when it comes to a grocery store making more money?
The economy's stupid. Thank you, Bill Clinton, for that wonderful or no, Bill Clinton's Secretary of State, I think, for that beautiful quote.
So you're saying that they have like shares in grocery stores?
They could.
Or they own the grocery stores?
Do they own the grocery stores? Who knows?
How would nobody know?
I'm looking
How
at
would
you.
nobody be able to make
Al,
that
Al
connection,
Roker, I'm challenging you right now. Fight me. Guitar Hero 3.
though? How would nobody know? How would nobody make that connection?
But I did make that connection.
No, I'm saying like couldn't somebody see like
Who
who owns stock?
They probably
or
just
whatever?
have stocks, anonymous stocks, overseas, offshore accounts.
And are they really profiting that much to the point where
Looking at you,
you think this would be
Joe
worth it?
Fury. I mean, yeah, why not? Helps the grocery stores.
Like, you really think they're making that much money where it's like we're gonna
I mean,
build this like secret
like the weather
corporation?
already has a reputation that like they're wrong all the time, so it doesn't really hurt them to make bold predictions that are incorrect because they don't have
That's
a
true.
reputation on the line.
But I also feel like when it comes to weathermen, they could just say there's a 50% chance of something happening and
Yeah,
just be right 100% of the time. Because if you just say it might snow,
Yeah, but then
then
people
it
don't.
might snow.
People don't go into panic and buy more groceries, do they?
They don't.
Exactly.
So you came up with this theory?
No, I saw it on Instagram.
Got it. It's not bad. It just seems like the stakes are so low that it's probably, like, even if it was real, like, it's just so lame.
Thanks. Very, very
I'm just going to beat
cool.
the thing that you find pleasure in
It's
to
my
the
baby.
ground. No, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I don't really
feel like
know.
there isn't that much money to be
I haven't
cycled.
ironed out how the weather station benefits yet, but I know that the grocery stores benefit. Knowing is half the battle.
Okay. That's a pretty epic conspiracy theory, actually.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's probably the most realistic one that we have, especially when you look at what I have.
My one is also, other one's kind of realistic.
It is realistic?
It's like kind of.
Okay, well, mine are not.
It's
so
not like great, but
let me just open this up. All right,
give me just sip of
first
water.
one. This is very basic. You've definitely heard of this. Mandela effect.
Yep.
So the effect itself isn't the conspiracy, but
It happened to us.
where the false memories could come from, that's what the conspiracy theory is. Okay, so for people who don't know, in the 80s, some lady reported that Nelson Mandela had died, just like truly believing that he was dead, and she made like this report on it. And okay, ignore that.
When Dad drinks too much.
Okay, so yeah, she reported that Nelson Mandela died in the 80s. He didn't die until 2013. So he was still fully like alive. I don't think there was any controversy about him getting injured or anything. I think she just had a false memory of Nelson Mandela dying. So these false memories realistically come from the fact that we're just dumb.
Smash or pass Nelson Mandela.
No comment.
2019 version. Now you have to comment.
To be honest, 100% honest, I don't know what he looks like right now.
He's a skeleton.
His
Or he's
body's
ashes.
really If he's ashes, dude. Just saying, like.
Cannot.
Okay. So, yeah, realistically, we're dumb. And we just remember things wrong, or we make up memories to.
This happened to us on the first episode.
Yeah, so on the first, what did we want to cut out?
Something about Rose Tico.
I don't know. I think it was just a bad joke or like something stupid. And we were like, oh, we should cut this part out. And then we spent 15 minutes looking for this thing that we both knew happened. And it just wasn't there.
But it did happen.
It happened, but it wasn't in our recording. And I skimmed through the part that we knew it was in multiple times. And there was nothing. We just.
You know where it could have been?
Where?
It could have been when we were talking about Jar Jar. It could have been there. We never looked there.
But I don't know. I feel like we.
I feel like it was there too, but we could have. It could have been when we talked about Jar Jar and we just forgot to look there.
Okay, still. So I have some good examples here of Nelson of
The Darth Vader one.
of the Mandela effects. No, I tried to pick ones that aren't super basic, but I'll list off the basic ones first. So, Sex in the City.
Don't know it. I know it exists.
You know it exists,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not the name.
It's Sex in the City, isn't it?
Sex and the City.
Oh.
Not in the city.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually,
Isn't that
I did
weird?
know. I did know that.
Oh, okay. But that's a basic one. Another basic one that I have is the Monopoly Man.
He doesn't have a monocle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mr. Peanut.
So do you think that we just combine the two characters because they're both like supposed to be fancy people or fancy peanuts?
Huzzah.
Also, rest in peace
But he's back now.
as a baby.
Yeah.
It's like Baby Yoda,
He's gonna grow back.
but a peanut.
Baby Peanut. Baby Peanut.
They should have just called it Baby Nut.
I'll make you butter.
Okay. What's another? I feel like I have better basic ones.
Darth Vader reference.
You know, like Oscar Mayer, like the brand?
Yeah, they make good wieners.
Do you know how to
I
spell?
like putting them in my
Do you know
mouth.
how to spell that company name?
Oscar
Spell out Oscar Mayer.
Mayer.
The whole thing.
Isn't it Oscar?
Keep going.
Mayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Meyer.
That's Mayer. Meyer.
But like you could kind of say mayor with an E, right? I don't know. Either way, that one was like kind of weird, but then this is like the ones that are actually good in my opinion.
Darth Vader one.
Double stuff. Oreos.
They're 1.3 or 1.7 something stuff.
No. How do you spell double stuff?
It's just with one F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I knew that. And they're also not double stuffed.
They're not. That's true. It's like not even close to double, right?
It's like either 1.3 or 1.7.
All right, but still, I really just thought it was like spelled normally.
You ever seen the Most Stuff Oreo? That's
Yeah.
also one F.
I actually had that recently.
I had one of those.
That's insane.
Yeah.
They're actually kind of good though. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't. I only had one, so I didn't get the double stuff. Like, imagine doubling that.
Okay. Silence of the Lambs.
It's called the diabetes.
You've seen Silence of the Lambs?
I know what it is.
Do you know what like the quote is from that movie?
It puts the lotion on its skin.
No.
Or else it gets the hose again.
No. Okay, so if you don't know the movie,
I don't know how to make the noise.
I don't know how to do it. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, okay, but the line that's like makes it, it's like kind of like what makes it the movie.
Is it when he talks about eating the guy?
No, it's Hello Clarice. Because the main character, the protagonist, walks in and meets
Hannibal
him, and he goes,
Lecter.
"Hello Clarice" or whatever. But he doesn't say that, just at all. In the whole movie, he never says that.
What does he say?
He just says like, "Good morning" or something. I don't know. But he doesn't say "Hello Clarice" at any point. Which is kind of like a really basic one, which is the Luke, I am your father.
He says, "No, I am your father."
Yeah, he just says, "No, I am your father." Okay. All right. What else do I have? The end of the Queen song, "We Are the Champions."
Mm-hmm.
How does that song end?
Is that of the world?
Right? Like, "We are the champions of the world."
I think that's how it ends.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
It ends on "We are the champions," and then it just ends. So in the of the world is in the song,
Yeah.
but it's not how it ends. Now this one,
I haven't heard it in a while.
this one's really weird because I don't really remember how to explain how this works, but in music there's like a specific note that you need to end on in order to make it sound good, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," you have to end on the like the R note, like "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how I wonder what you are," like that's the final note. So the note that "We Are the Champions" ends on isn't like the correct note to end the song properly. So the song just ends abruptly if you really listen all the way through.
New conspiracy theory. "We Are the Champions" doesn't exist at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the Freddie Mercury was never alive.
Freddie Mercury isn't a real person.
By the way, Bohemian Rhapsody was my favorite fantasy film.
I like the part where the real Bohemian Rhapsody was like the friends they made along the way.
Oh yeah.
That was really cool.
And
Okay.
The cameo appearance of Sandy Wexler. Phenomenal.
Curious George.
I love that man.
Describe Curious George.
Dummy thick.
No, seriously.
He does not have a tail.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
doesn't.
So you know this one?
I mean, I wasn't gonna think it, but then I remember what we were talking about. He does not have a tail.
But he's a monkey.
Doesn't have a tail.
And I
He's
feel like
just a really hairy baby.
I have a false memory of
He was
Curious
never
George
taught how to speak.
using his tail to like climb around and
he
stuff.
does not
and he
have
would
a
like
tail.
hang from it. But he just doesn't have a tail. He's a fake monkey.
I think in like the most recent animated movie he does.
Really?
I think so.
That might be where that comes from. Okay. And then
But
the
I could be
last
wrong.
one is the last one. Spell Skechers,
Skechers?
like the brand.
Isn't it SCECHERS? There's no K.
What?
No, I spelled that wrong.
Yeah, try it again.
I'm intelligent, okay? I'm looking
Not
at you.
Skechers.
I know. I just said there's no K.
Retry.
SKECHERS.
Okay, well that's right. That's
How-
how it's spelled.
How do you think it's
But
spelled?
I thought, like, 100% factual, I thought it was Skechers, SKETCHERS.
No.
What?
No.
I asked multiple people about this
No.
today,
You
and they
are
spelled
incorrect.
it with a T.
No.
But Skechers. Skechers.
Skechers. You
Not
are.
Skechers.
You're wrong.
Skechers.
You're wrong.
Which? Skechers.
Which? Which is which?
I don't know. And just thinking, like, if I close my eyes and picture what the logo is,
There's
it
no
has
T.
a T in it.
Nope. No
I also
T.
never owned Skechers.
Neither did I.
So I don't have that solid.
But
of a
I also
foundation.
didn't either, but I saw those commercials a lot.
Okay, so
I would have guessed people would say there was a Z.
there's a few different theories besides the fact that it's probably just us being stupid. And one of them is that there are just people who just time travel and they just mess up like little tiny things.
Yeah.
Just to see if people will notice.
I want to make a comment, but I can't.
Is it like actually bad?
Yes.
Okay, we'll
No,
skip
you don't,
it.
it's fine. I don't have to make it.
Yep.
Nope.
Now everybody who actually listens to this part is gonna ask you what you wanted to say.
That's fine. I'll tell you in person.
You should probably either like write that down in your notes or just really
I'll remember it.
Okay.
Ricky, I'm looking at you. I know you'll ask me about it.
Okay. We live in a simulation.
The Matrix?
That would explain this
The Matrix
better.
is the only
I think that's the
nonfiction-
best.
nonfiction movie ever made.
I think that's the best worst explanation, if that makes sense. Because why would, if we had the ability to travel through time, why would we just go and change the A or the E in Oscar Mayer to an A?
Oh, you're still talking about Mandela effect.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
you
I'm
were
saying
talking
like
about a
what
completely new theory.
what the theories are of
Oh,
why
the
these things
explanation?
change. Yeah. And I think a simulation is the most realistic one, where it's just little things would break or change.
Rock, paper, scissors change? My favorite
No.
school activity?
No.
Shout out Dr. Hurwitz?
No.
the
Actually,
fun-
yeah. Shout out Dr.
for the
Hurwitz,
fun
but
idea?
not for rock paper scissors change.
Why, it was so fun and silly, like Troom Troom.
No. Stop. Just stop now.
Okay. My speech pass has been revoked. I'll sit here in silence for the rest of the episode.
I'll talk to myself. So, sometimes you just gotta jump. And people will try to hold you back and say, no, you'll die. That's a bridge, and it's really high up. But you just gotta take a leap of faith.
What is
sometimes.
the bridge going over?
Cement.
Cement?
Yeah, sure. Okay, you want to explain your second one, or I can explain?
You can explain. You can do this one.
You can do this one. Okay, so the reason this helps me is another explanation for the Mandela effect is one of my other theories is last Thursdayism. Have you heard of this before?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it is.
Okay. So I think it's a relatively recent concept, which kind of freaks me out because of how possible it is, but also how stupid it is at the same time.
The world started last Thursday.
So, yeah, the universe was created last Thursday. And obviously it doesn't have to be like a specific, like last Thursday or whatever, but it's just the idea that the universe isn't actually as old as we think. And everything that we know was created before we think we've even been alive. So all the memories that we have past, like as the example is, past last Thursday, have just been made up when the universe was created. So you think that you did something 2 weeks ago, but really you didn't exist 2 weeks ago. And when you were brought into existence,
But
these memories were...
I did.
What do you mean?
I was alive 2 weeks ago.
But do you really know that?
Yes.
How?
Because I thinked it.
But what if when you were created, you had this memory of you thinking it?
No.
Point is
I
you
will
could-
stick this mic in the water. Take it back.
I'm not taking it back.
Take it back.
Because I think this
now.
is actually a really good point.
No, it's not.
There's no tangible way to know that we were
You're no tangible way
alive.
to know.
Like
Explain
a week ago,
fossils.
even 5 seconds ago. We could have been created right now.
Explain fossils.
Okay, now let me pull back this wiki.
Okay, then explain these like cuts that I have from volleyball yesterday. On my knee.
What if when you were created, the cuts were put there?
Why?
To,
Why?
To compensate for the memory of
No.
you cutting
Well, like,
yourself.
why would they make the memory in the first place? It'd be cutting myself.
To make your life seem more realistic.
No, stop.
The point
No.
is that you can just
No.
explain everything by saying it was created when the universe was
That's not
created.
explaining. That's just saying.
Or you know what I mean? Like you can justify it.
No, I hate you for this.
It just goes on forever.
Just
But
let me enjoy my Roblox in peace.
okay, even fossils.
Fossils are pretty sick, and I like them.
What
They
if the
taste-
fossils were just put here
They taste great.
when the universe was created?
They weren't.
What if they were?
They were not.
How can you know?
How can you know that they were?
That's why it's a theory.
You're a theory.
Your mom's a theory.
Don't go there.
Got
That's
him.
crisp.
That actually was really good. I'm proud of that.
I can't do that.
You can't do it at all? Oh, well, I guess you're just less of a person.
Yeah.
You want to share your next one? Because my last one is the one that I made up.
I'm angry. I'm irate right now.
You're
I'm
frustrated with
genuinely upset.
how epic my theory is?
Okay. I don't even want to beat around the bush. The government made the week 7 days long so they could sell calendars every year. If weeks were 5 days long, every day would be on the same day every year because there's 73.
What?
There'd be 73 weeks in a year, and there would be no leap day. There would just be 73 5-day weeks.
So how long would a year be?
365 days still.
Then you would still need leap years.
No.
I don't think that's how time works.
Shut up. It is how time works.
That's just not how time works.
Yes, it is.
You would still need a leap day.
No.
Because 365 days isn't like the exact
I know
amount of
because
time.
it's 1 quarter, but how do
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I guess we don't. If that's part of your theory,
Exactly.
man, go for it.
Yeah. So it's just 365 days. There's no leap day. There's just 73 5-day weeks. Every day would fall on the same day, right?
Without if you exclude the fact that leap days are necessary,
But
then
they're
yes.
not.
I guess there's technically like I can't prove it unless I become an astronaut.
Exactly. So they're doing it to sell them calendars. Get those greens.
Okay, this is the same thing as your last theory though. Why would they choose calendars as a thing
Because
to create
people...
this giant?
Because everyone needs a calendar.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
We're not living in 1830.
You know what? Okay, this theory was much more popular in 2006 and before.
I can
for
go on my
iPhones.
watch right now and look at a
Yeah,
calendar.
but you didn't have that watch in 2006 and before.
That's true. That's very true.
Now they're going to make something else up to sell watches.
Like vaccines.
Yes.
Everybody knows that vaccines just cause autism.
They don't, though.
What are you talking about? I don't have vaccine. No, I'm kidding. I'm vaccinated. My parents are intelligent. It's just
Proud
making a joke.
vaccinated guy. Don't give the rest of the kids at school measles because you're an idiot.
And you know what?
Please.
If you're not vaccinated, don't worry.
It'll all be over soon.
That's the joke I was going for. I mean, if you really think about it, like the whole anti-vax movement is just natural selection,
Yeah, honestly.
right?
I feel
It's like
bad for the kids.
Really rapid natural. I do feel bad for the kids.
It's like they can't do anything.
I wonder
about
if there are any kids whose parents are anti-vax, but the kids are smart enough and
it.
they're
No,
like
'cause they don't last that
secretly-
long.
They,
None of them get past like 5, so they don't develop that kind of high level thinking.
you know what? Sure. Okay. You want to hear my last one?
I don't know. After
This
your
one will
previous
make you more angry than the last Thursday one because I made it up, which makes it even worse.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's dark out by the way.
Well, I didn't really make it up. I feel like I heard it somewhere. I just can't
Time is
remember.
just a construct.
But I kind of built more off of
Nothing
it in my head. Do you know what an NPC is?
Non-playable character. Pluckable cock.
No, give me a second.
It's a non-playable character, right?
Non-player character. Sorry, I couldn't think. I knew that wasn't exactly right. So non-player character.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
a
like the same thing as
like
non-playable.
in video games, there are characters that are just like computers.
Yeah. Like
Right?
that's why I said non-playable character
Yeah.
is someone that you
Yeah,
can't
okay.
play as.
So like some of them might have like AI where it will respond to what you do to an extent.
I don't
Or
like
some
AI.
of them will just have like a specific like route that they just walk in the background and do their stuff or whatever. So my theory is that there are people in real life that are NPCs.
They're making a movie about that.
Are they really?
Yeah, Free Guy, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But
It's like
that's
sort
not
of
exactly
different.
what I'm thinking
yeah,
of.
because he like has, although he is very advanced AI.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of AI, by the way. Bad idea. Along with lightsabers, don't make them. Also, don't bring back the dinosaurs.
How
I've
would you
seen
control
Jurassic
the
Park.
length of a lightsaber? How
Give
do you
them-
stop?
Give them to the Asians.
That's not a bad idea. No, but seriously though, like, isn't it just like
Did you understand my joke?
like kind of?
If you give to the Asians, they'd all be really short.
Oh, that's not. I thought of it way more racist than that.
Oh, you're saying because they're all smart?
Yeah.
Oh no, they have thingies on the hilts that they can use to adjust the length.
In Star Wars.
Yeah, in Star Wars.
Yeah, not in real life.
Yeah, but people have made them with fire.
What do you mean?
Like they've made lightsabers out of fire.
Like just a flame that goes?
Yeah, that goes out of a hilt.
Okay, but the idea of a lightsaber is that it's a beam of light, right?
I know, but you would just
How do you
control it the
stop
same
a
way.
beam of light?
I mean, how do you stop it?
Like,
Press the off button. You're saying how do you make it not go on forever?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Because it's light.
we don't have kyber crystals.
That is, well, you don't know. Think of how much of the ocean is unexplored.
They got little Tesla seeds down there.
Don't they make the batteries out of that stuff? Yeah. That's the business that we need to go into.
And horseshoe crab
and
blood.
horseshoe crab blood.
Yes.
Horseshoe crab blood, for some reason,
It's because it's part
it's
of
just like
cancer.
medical, I don't know,
Part of cancer treatments.
is really like expensive. So we have an idea, right? We're going to get a boy horseshoe crab and a girl horseshoe crab.
And
And
then
then-
have horseshoe crab incest babies after that.
Yep. And just like, so we just have like a million.
Actually, maybe we get 2 boys and 2 girls.
That's actually probably a better
Yeah.
idea. Okay, so we have this our own civilization of horseshoe crabs.
And then we breed them to go to the bottom of the ocean and get the batteries for us.
They get the batteries for us, and then when they come up, their reward is that they get freed from being slaves by us killing them and taking their blood.
Yeah.
But they're crabs, so it's not evil.
And we're also going to sell individual Sour Patch watermelons at a high markup.
Check out last episode if you don't understand that joke.
Yeah.
We need to remember to post when we.
Yeah, I forgot to last week.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
We're gonna do it this time though.
I'm going to do it.
Okay, so what were we talking about before we started? talking
Your
about horseshoe?
conspiracy theory about
Oh yeah, okay. So
NPCs.
NPCs. How do we know that everybody's real?
Kill everyone. If she bleeds.
Finish the quote, Hollis.
That's it.
She's a robot.
No.
No.
It
Just
just
if she
ends.
bleeds,
Yeah,
okay.
it's if she bleeds.
Okay, no, seriously though. Like, how do we know that every person we see on our drive to school or going on the highway, how do we know every person in every car is a real person with a real life?
I don't want to get political or anything, but what the heck are ages, man? They're just suggestions. It's like just guessing. I was like, you're 8.
Yeah.
But if our age is off the clock.
Okay, so here's my point. There are 7 billion
ish
people.
Add an ish and you're always right.
Yep. So there's 7 billion-ish people
I want to sit up
on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize how big 7 billion is?
It's at least 5.
Do you know how long a million seconds is?
At least 5.
No, seriously. Like, if you had to guess, how many days?
Oh, how many days?
Yeah.
Isn't it like 38 or something like that?
Mm-mm.
300.
So a million seconds is like a little over 14 days, I think.
Oh.
That could be.
But
You might have to check me.
A billion seconds is like 30 years or something like that, right?
Yeah, a billion seconds is 31 years.
Yeah. Because it's 1,000.
So think of how big a billion is. It's so hard for the human brain to comprehend.
Quick math.
How large that is. Think of if there was 10 people in this room.
14 times 1,000 divided by.
What are you trying to do that math for?
I think it's 38 years. If you have it right with
I just went to reach for my
if
phone.
you have the million, like if a million seconds is 14 days, then a billion is 48 years.
Oh,
Or
I don't know if it's
years.
exact. It might be like 12 days or something. I don't know.
Well, it's over 30 years.
The point is, we can't. Our brains can't comprehend the vastness of how large a billion is. As much as we can try to.
I can. You can't, but I can.
Promise you can.
No, I can.
Okay, fine. I believe you.
Thank you.
But it's almost impossible to think about the fact that of these 7 billion people, everybody has the same thoughts or similar thoughts and the similar extent of the thoughts that you have. So a really easy explanation is a vast number of the 7 billion is NPCs. And it's just people who have no communication.
What's the percentage?
I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe it's everyone.
How do I tell?
I know I'm not an NPC.
Do you?
I don't, actually.
Yeah.
Like, what if you're the only real person and I'm an NPC? Or what if I'm the only real person, everyone else is an NPC?
Then I would.
But think of like all the people that you see when you drive to school in the morning. Like, do you really think that every one of those people is going to do something and communicate and interact with other people?
Yes.
I think that's just such a hard thing to actually prove.
I also think it's even harder to prove that everyone is an NPC.
That's why it's a theory. But basically, in short, the government makes birds to spy on us.
I have another theory.
Okay. Is it about birds?
No.
Oh, I would love to hear it then.
Sharks are just meaty submarines. Think about how much stuff they find in sharks' stomachs. Why don't they digest any of it? Because
they're idiots.
Because they're meaty
They're
submarines.
Dumb. No, sharks are dumb. New theory.
License.
Sharks are just stupid, and they don't know how to use their digestive system.
I think they're just meaty submarines.
It's actually not a bad idea.
They hold license plates for a long time.
Do they really just like find stuff like that all the time?
License plates and stuff? Yeah, they find tons of stuff in sharks.
I feel like I remember playing a game where you would kill a shark, and then I'm definitely just making this up.
I don't know what you grew up playing.
I definitely making this up, but you would just find stuff in shark bellies, and I always thought that was like a joke.
No, that's why people will try and find out in Jaws. I know it's obviously not a real life example, but like they're trying
Jaws
to find
isn't real.
They're trying to find the shark that like they cut open the sharks to see if they have bones of people on them or like arms and legs and stuff, because like they want to know if they found the right shark.
Sharks can't digest bones.
I don't know. I think it would take them a while.
I feel like they definitely have, because think of how many like little fish bones they would have
You
inside
eat
of their
bones?
stomach. I think so.
Let's try it.
I think I've like accidentally had like little fish bones before.
Have a finger.
Huh?
Have a finger.
Oh, just to test it out.
Yeah.
And then you can cut me open, and then
Yeah. But I'll
Okay.
sew you back up real nice.
I think bones definitely has. No, but they found human bones
And sharks.
in sharks, right?
Yeah.
But it's also probably like really recent.
Plus, those are like big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that I can't digest it. But like a license plate probably takes forever.
Well,
to
yeah,
digest.
because it's metal and plastic. Plastic is plastic. Like that stuff's not going away.
Plastic is pretty cool. Use as much plastic as you can.
Have you watched any gameplay of that Hideo Kojima game?
What is
I
that?
don't remember what it's called. It's the new one
Feed and grow fish.
where you just like are a FedEx person, pretty much.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have
Yes,
no
you.
clue
There was
what
like
you're
so much
talking
hype, and then it wasn't that good.
I literally don't know. What, you're just a FedEx worker?
No, not actually. Like you like carry packages around. It's like a dystopia.
Untitled Goose Game?
No.
My favorite game? Undertale?
Death
Favorite.
Stranding.
Oh, I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it is.
Okay. Well, basically, there's this one thing in Death Stranding where I think it's called the Timefall, and it's rain, and whatever it touches, it just ages it.
Makes it into a little baby.
So, like the main character,
I am a fool.
the main character gets like a drop of it on his hair in the beginning, and you see like his hair like turns gray, and stuff like that. And then like these birds get hit with it, and you see them like slowly start to like drop out of the air, and then they like age really quickly and become carcasses and whatever. But
That's kind of sick.
I thought what was like a really cool idea is he just puts on a plastic hoodie.
Yeah.
Because like over time, plastic won't decompose or whatever.
I mean, it does. It just takes a long time.
It takes a long time, and
like 14 years.
so they can just wear plastic stuff and they're completely protected. Isn't that kind of like a cool concept to think about, though?
Yeah.
Like how simple of a solution it is, considering.
You know, I feel like are pretty underrated as like smart people.
What?
Astronauts.
I don't think they're underrated.
No, but like when you're thinking
There's
like
literally an expression about that. It's not rocket science.
no, but like when you think of that, you think of the people that are making the rocket, not the people in it.
No, I think of the people in it.
Oh,
When you say astronaut,
I feel like a lot of people just don't think of how smart astronauts
actually,
really are.
you know, I do see what you're saying. Because
Yeah.
I think a lot of people assume that being an astronaut is more about physical prowess.
Yeah,
than,
and not
okay.
like because if
But
you look
they're,
at,
I mean, they're smart.
yeah, they're very smart. And like obviously this is just movies, but if you look at like the stuff that Don Cheadle did in Mission to Mars and Matt Damon did in The
Yeah, like
Martian,
how he's in like every single
Yeah.
movie.
he is the movie.
Okay, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like they're very smart and they don't get a lot of credit. Shout out astronauts.
But have astronauts ever been in a situation
And shout out
like The Martian
Stanley Kubrick for
direct-
filming the moon landing. And thank you, Dr. Monaghan, for supporting that theory.
It's her favorite thing. Right?
It's her favorite thing.
He also directed.
The Shining,
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
1980 film hit starring
That's actually a great movie.
Jack
Have you
Nicholson.
seen that movie?
I have seen that movie.
But you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs.
No.
I watched Silence of the Lambs before I watched The Shining.
Well, I don't remember asking.
I'm just making some great conversation here.
That's true.
You have any good conspiracy theories? Anything else? Because I feel like we've been talking for a while. Actually, maybe we have. We've been talking for like a solid 30 minutes.
I have a great conspiracy theory.
Let's hear it.
Merch drop coming soon.